Hello everybody and welcome to Clear Path Guidance and Tarot. Alright, I'm doing the next celebrity couple and it would be Ryan Phillippe, and Reese Witherspoon. They are no longer together, but this is a couple that was married back when I got married, and they were the couple back in the day. They are no longer together. I don't think they've been together for a very long time, but somebody asked me to do a reading on them, and I thought that would be kind of interesting because they seemed like they kind of had it together, right? They were a young celebrity couple. All right, so I think they got together quite young. I don't know how old they were. I think they might have been in their early 20s when they were together. When I think about Ryan, I think about a little boy. And I feel that Reese was older, wiser. She was almost like the mother to him. I feel that even though she had two children with him, I feel that she was like his third child, just over the age of 18. Okay, so I just feel that Ryan is like a spoiled little child. Big fat baby is what I got from Ryan. I feel like he was jealous of Reese. I don't know a whole lot about the relationship. I think she just got too big for him. And that really took a toll on the relationship. He didn't like his wife being more famous because I think this was back in the day when she was in that Johnny Cash movie. I forget what it was called. And she played Johnny Cash's wife and she got an Oscar or something like that. Maybe it was after. I don't know. But she was more popular than him. Her star was shining a lot brighter than his. And I don't think he liked it. And it's like she tried to downplay it, and I feel it got the best of their marriage. It's like, I just feel like she couldn't be herself around him because being who she was that star, right? But even in the household, he dragged that in and threw it in her face. That is what I get. I get a guy that I felt his ego was bruised big time. And she couldn't do anything about it. I just get this frustration from her that I'm more than just a star. I'm more than just a star. I'm your wife. I'm the mother of these children. And never mind that. But he couldn't get past that. I just get a guy that, like a spoiled little baby. Spoiled baby. And I think he's probably, like, of course, he's older now. So I do feel he's kind of gotten past that, but I really do feel they were young. And I guess I just get this. She had two kids to look after, and he was the third, but he was the biggest baby of the bunch. And really wore her down. And I get a frustration. This was constant frustration when it came to the two of them because he was never happy. He wasn't happy. She had to look after him like she looked after the other two kids. I get this abruptness from him. Now, I looked up their signs. She's an Aries. She's right on the cusp of Pisces and Aries, and he is a true blue Virgo. Now, I did a reading yesterday on Nick Jonas, and I forget her name, Priyanka or something like that, and he's a Virgo. Now, I'm not down on Virgos, all right, because these two men are two different men, right? Again, like I've said before, you've got the rising, you've got the sun, and you've got the moon. So when you wake up in the morning, you are different sign than you are when the sun is up and then when the moon comes out. So, but these two, even though they're Virgos, are very different. So, I mean, I just feel I get a Scorpio sense in Ryan. I get this guy that has no sense of humor. Not a lot of fun to be around. He reminds me of, what's his face? Ryan Gosling. He reminds me of Ryan Gosling. No sense of humor. And all right, I'm losing track here. I was saying something about oh yeah, Virgo. Virgo will tell you everything that's wrong. Everything that's wrong. They're critical. I dated a Virgo for a little bit, and it was like, the food was too cold, and it was, too hot in the restaurant, and it was too bright. The light was shining too bright. And I'm not saying all Virgos are like this, but Virgos have a tendency to be orderly and neat and critical because they have a critical eye, right? But that's by nature, Virgos will tell you what is wrong. All right? And I feel like Ryan would tell her what is wrong all the time. He's an half empty kind of a guy. The glass is half empty rather than half full. And I just see her just kind of like always just like, oh my God, like what can I do to make you happy? So I feel she could only put up with it for so long. And she couldn't do it anymore because she needed to have a husband and a father to her children. And there was nothing that she could do to please this man. I do feel that her career is what got to his ego. The ego is thought, right? Ego, and then there's your energy, your spirit, which are two different things. He let his ego, his thought and thinking, overtake what his spirit wanted or his energy, that kind of a thing. So that is what I get with them, is that I felt she would have been in it a lot longer if he wouldn't have been such a baby about things. He was not a man. He was another child that she really just essentially had to look after. I just feel like he was always picking a fight with her, and she just couldn't do it anymore. So she packed up those two kids, and I don't know who wanted this. I don't, but she needed a man. I just get this feeling of she needed someone who can support her back rather than supporting the two children and making sure he's always okay. Make sure his ego is always okay. Because I always got this brush it under the carpet. Like if they went, let's say, for example, if they went on a red carpet and she got more attention, he would not like it. He'd get pouty. I get this pouty child. So I don't get a man that supported and uplifted her. Not at all. Okay. All right. Kind of a shorter reading. I really don't feel like they have a whole lot to do with each other, even though they are the parents of two children. I don't know how old those kids are now. I would say they're probably teens for sure. Let's just see what the messages are regarding Reese and Ryan. Whoops. Reese and Ryan. All right, messages regarding Reese and Ryan. Reese and Ryan. Messages regarding Reese and Ryan. I feel like their relationship was very, they fell hard for each other. And I feel like it was really quick. As in the courtship before it got serious. I'm just going to grab my book. Okay. Sorry guys, I should have had this out and ready for you guys. Two of Wands is the first card. Okay, so now we have the Two of Wands. I asked what the messages regarding these two are, and it's about a crossroads. The correct choice is unclear, at least in terms of logic, because there are too many unknowns. The Wands are not about logic, they are about inspiration and courage. Follow your gut and move ahead bravely. I think this is what she did. All right, so she followed her gut and moved ahead bravely. This twos are about making choices. Here's the Knight of Wands. Now she is a female, but the Knight of Wands is Aries. All right, this represents an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius male, but the energy of this card is someone who's moving forward passionately. They don't leave any stone unturned. These people, they just like move forward. They don't care what the consequences are. They just know what they have to do. I feel that she's the one I feel she's the one that made this choice. She just didn't want, she wasn't having it anymore. Knight of Wands. Let's see what the message is of the Knight of Wands. All right, your passion is moving you ahead very quickly. Whatever you are facing, you are very excited about it. You feel no fear, although you are certainly feeling a heady adrenaline rush. You're ready for a grand adventure. If one doesn't come to you, you will go out and find it. So, I mean, this was her, I believe, going out. Whatever you're facing, you're very excited about it. So whatever fear she was facing, it wasn't that big of a fear. All right, you feel no fear, although you're certainly feeling a head adrenaline rush. All right, she was ready to make that change. And then we have the King of Swords, the truth. All right, so this is the truth of, this is a truth-telling person. I just feel she had enough. And you can see here the sword is up in the air again, which means that there's a lot of thought that went behind this, but she had no fear. She just moved forward. Okay, all right, people, that is Reese Witherspoon and Ryan Phillippe. And again, if you are interested in a private reading, please email me and I can send you the information on how to get a private reading. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos, and I hope they make sense to you. All right, everyone, have a good night. Thanks for watching. Okay, bye-bye.